In this video, I'm basically going to be doing one of the things I said earlier. If you watch my welcome video, I'll be doing a server review. Now, the server, as you can see, I'm on a server right now. The server that I'm on is actually called, I believe, I just had it. Oh, let me see this for a second. Well, I can't remember the server name, so I will get back to you on that. I'll put it in the description below. So, basically, the server is a creative server. Now, it is more than just creative, because if you try to get into the server, I won't do it now, but if you try to get into the server, you will go to its hub, and it has many different things, like there's a bunch of mini games. I know there's Hunger Games, maybe Cops and Robbers, maybe a few other mini games. I believe there is a survival, just regular type. There is an economy based, but this is the creative part, and this is the part that I will be reviewing. So, first thing you see, this is my plot. Now, if you're not familiar with the creative server setup, I'll basically tell you how it works. So, let me switch into my favorite view right here. So, the way that creative servers work is that they use a system of plots. Everyone who signs in basically gets a plot, and depending on how much you pay, because a lot of creative servers will have you pay money to get certain plots, so depending on how much you pay can depend on how many plots you get. So in this case, I am only a guest, meaning that I haven't paid anything, so therefore I only get this one plot. Now, the good thing about the server is that there is no griefing. So if I were to, say, go off my plot, I'm going to go down here, and I tried to destroy this, it stays intact. See, I can't do anything. So the only person who has access to your plot is you. So, say if I go over here, this is my plot. If I go and destroy something, I can destroy it because it's my plot. This plot is signed in my name. Now, a couple of the commands, I'll give you a quick tutorial of the server, and then I'll get into some more detail. A couple of the commands are really basic. First one is, let me get down here. First command's pretty simple. You'll do it when you first get into the creative server, and it'll be unassigned, so don't worry about having to memorize these commands. They're there for you if you need to know them. So, the first thing that will come up is it'll tell you to be able to get a plot, you need to click /plot auto. Now, this is typed in like this, /plot space AUTO /plot auto. And what this does is this will give you your plot. It will sign the plot in your name, and that will be your plot until you sell it, which we'll talk about later on. So, if you click enter as this command, well, right now, I can't put this in here because basically what's happening is I already have a plot. So I'll click this in again. I don't know if it came up the first time. Okay, well, anyways, basically, if you put it in and you already have a plot, it's going to say that it can't send the message or that you already have a plot, and it'll explain what you need to do. So that is how you get plots. Now, next thing is how to go home. So say I'm over here and I'm looking at someone else's house. I'm going to go all the way over here. Okay, I'm over here looking at someone else's house, and I can't remember where my house is. Obviously I can see it from here, but I can't remember where my house is right now. So basically, there's a simple way to do that. You're going to type in /plot me, that's PLOTME, one word, space home. So /plot me, one word, home, and then I'm going to click enter, and boom, I'm right in front of my plot again. So, and I'm just going to come in. Oh, whoops, no, I might want to destroy those. So now I can come in, enjoy the good life back in my plot. So, basically, that's how you can go home. Now, the next thing is, how to buy and sell plots. Now, I will tell you that I do not know the commands for this, but I do believe, and I do know, that you can buy and sell plots. You can buy a plot for a certain amount of money, and you can sell a plot. Or, in some cases, you can auction off a plot. If you're familiar with most servers, many economic servers or money-based servers will allow you to auction things. Now, you can only auction off plots, because everyone's in creative and there's no reason to auction off anything else. So, you can only auction off plots, and you can either auction them off or you can sell them. And if you sell them, you can also buy them. Now, I believe you can have more than one plot, but like I said, this depends on how much money you pay or if you buy them or not. So, if you're planning on buying more than one plot, make sure you know how much it costs before you buy it. So, that's just a word of warning. Okay, next, I will basically give a measurement of how big the plots are, because if you know, because the plots are basically, how big they are is supposed to be the best thing about this, you know? If you don't have a big plot, then what's the point? Now, obviously, they are relatively small. They aren't too big. Kind of hard to see. I will go into F5 so I can count these blocks. I'll click this. It's kind of hard to count these from second-person point of view, so I'll go ahead and count these blocks right now. Guys, so I figured out how many blocks each plot has, and it is the typical for any creative plot, and that is 31 by 31. I went and counted it, and as I can see, it's square, so I can tell that it's 31 by 31. Now, this is typical for any creative guest plot, or in our case, as you can see on the screen to your bottom left, it'll say Explorer next to the name. That is the regular or guest version. So that is the typical 31 by 31 for anyone who is at Explorer or guest level. Now, as I was talking about earlier, in this server, I believe that you always have a 31 by 31 plot, but that you can buy more of them depending on your rank. Now, many servers, depending on your rank, will actually let you just have a bigger plot as opposed to letting you buy more plots. So if we wait for a second, I'll tell you when one comes up. As you can see here, actually, it says Lapis. That is a higher rank than Explorer. So they probably are allowed to either have more than one plot or just a bigger plot in general. So that would be an example of something besides a 31 by 31 plot, but these are regular, standard, for any type of plot that you would have in a creative guest mode type of setting. So basically, that's it for this server. I'll end this by giving it a final verdict, and I'm going to say that my final verdict is around 7 out of 10. This is mostly because the reason that I give this a 7 instead of a 10 out of 10 is mostly because, you know, the plots can seem relatively small, and also there is a little bit of inappropriateness and profanity that goes on the server. There isn't too much, but there is a little bit, and it can kind of get annoying at times, so that kind of bumps me down to a 7. And also, when you think about it, you can't really say that any server is perfect. So, I would give this a stable 7 out of 10. I would definitely recommend it to you guys. It's a great server. I like to use it for any of my creative needs. I know, to me, it's actually a lot better than one of the bigger creative servers out there, Blockworks. I believe that it is better than even Blockworks, because Blockworks, not to be trudging down on them, but a lot of times their portals can crash, and in this one, I've never seen it crash once. So, I would recommend this over them, but this is mostly about this server, so if you guys want to check it out, I will have the IP in the description. Like I said, I couldn't remember it before, so I will put it down in the description so that you can check this server out. And I really hope you guys like it just as much as I do. And maybe if you guys get on, we can hang out together. Maybe I can meet some of you guys who are checking out my videos. And because to me, it would always be nice to meet a fan. So that's basically it, guys. And have a great day. Or just have a great time playing Minecraft. Yeah, bye.